Today I'm making eggplant sardine sambal. It's very tender, filling and delicious, perfect with rice or bread. The addition of eggplants or aubergines make it a complete meal of proteins and fibers. And the sambal adds a little kick to the tomato with sardines. This recipe makes about 12 servings. First, peel and wash 120 grams or 1 medium-sized red onion. Then, cut it into half and slice it thinly. Set it aside. Next, prepare a basin full of water and wash 430 grams of eggplants or about 5 small ones. Then, remove the stems, cut into half. Remove any black spot and cut into semicircles about bite-size small. Once done, gather all the pieces and add to the basin of water. This slows down the oxidation rates and keep the flesh white for longer. Continue until all the eggplants have been cut into pieces. And then set them aside. Now we will begin cooking. Place a non-stick pan on the stove over medium heat. Add 1 tablespoon of cooking oil and let it heat up. Once slightly warm, add in all the sliced onions. Fry for about 1 minute or until fragrant. Next, add 430 grams of sambal paste. The recipe for the sambal paste is in the See More link. Be sure to stir consistently, otherwise it may splatter violently. I have been stirring for about 2 minutes. Notice how the onion have softened and turned translucent. Now we can add the eggplants. Drain all the water and add them to the pan. Stir to coat all the eggplants evenly. This takes about 1 minute. Since it's getting a little dry, I am adding 75 ml of water and stirring it to combine well with the gravy. Cover the pan and let the eggplant braise in the sambal for about 10 minutes. Be sure to stir every 2 to 3 minutes to prevent burning at the bottom of the pan. Alright, after 10 minutes, the eggplants have reduced in size. The sambal seems to be quite dry as well. I am adding another 75 ml of water and stirring for another 2 minutes as I like some gravy. This is optional. Then add 1 can of sardine, about 425 grams, 1 tablespoon of fish sauce, and 1 tablespoon of sugar to mellow out the spiciness. Stir until all the ingredients are combined. You can break the sardine into smaller pieces now too. Then cover the pan and let it braise for another 3 minutes to heat up the sardine. Alright, the eggplant sambal sardine is almost done. Give it a stir and check the softness of the eggplants. It's quite tender now. Give it a taste. More seasoning can be added if preferred. For me, it's quite delicious. Add the stem from 1 spring onion cut into 1.5 inches and half of the leaves for some color. Stir to combine. The residual heat will soften the leaf. Alright, it's ready. Switch off the heat. Transfer to a serving bowl. I recommend enjoying it with some rice. Sprinkle the spring onion leaves. That's it, an easy one-pan dish that has both fish and veggie. Let's eat! It's very flavorful. The sardine is tender and the eggplants are very soft, almost melt in the mouth. The sambal is not very spicy, with hint of tomato flavor from the sardines gravy. It's sure to be delicious with bread too. Enjoy! This is Home Cooking with Somjit. Thank you and bye-bye!